welcome to Boomhauer69's channel. And today, Boomhauer's just doing a little talking video here. I'm in my mudroom, laundry room here. And if you're wondering why the background is blurred out, because I'm using a filter feature on my camera, whatever you want to call it, for this video. And because I kind of like how I did this once before in a video, and it was a video where I was outside in this little feature here. I kind of like how it kind of just focus on me, the person, when I'm doing a talk video and stuff. And I think that kind of will help, people stay kind of tuned in, instead of being distracted what's in the background and stuff and things. But I don't know, but I seem to like this little for talking videos, the way it kind of that camera focuses on me and stuff. But this video is just going to simply be an update on what's going on with the church and stuff. Another update. I think it's been a while since kind of the last update, and the reason why I don't upload another, with this new camera, walk through video of the inside and kind of the outside. I did a video of the outside side there. I'll put links in the description down below for that and update. But the reason why I don't was this camera do another update, walkthrough video, what it looks like now, because nothing's changed. It's what you see in that video that I'm always trying to get people to watch and share and trying to make kind of go viral over the internet and stuff, is what you see in that video is what it still looks like today. Nothing's changed, and that's part of the reason. And then also somebody is using the church currently and having a small little gathering in there and stuff, and I'm not going to go in that church building and disturb the way they got things set up and stuff in there, and I don't want to get their equipment and stuff and camera and scene and stuff, and somebody's using the church, so I'm just respecting their privacy. They have a small group there. Pastor guy comes up and preaches to his small congregation and stuff. So the church is being used, so it's just basically respecting of privacy things. I would love to see that video make enough money where I could help fix up the church. But even if that video doesn't do it, and through YouTube I become well-to-do enough where I could just hand out the money and say to the owners, here you go, fix up the church and stuff, I would do that, if I had the kind of funding that it would take to restore that church. Because I'm looking at it, it's gonna, that building's big, and lumber prices and buying light fixtures and stuff, you could easily, in light fixtures, have well over $1,000 just buying light fixtures probably for that church and stuff. Because one little nowadays kind of nice little light fixture, that's about $200 to $300 if you want a good one. I was earlier today in the city of Grand Rapids, Michigan, at a Home Depot, goofing around looking at doors. Now granted, the doors I was looking at were for residential houses, not necessarily commercial use, but still, looking at prices, getting a rough idea, you're looking at $500 just for a nice, decent 32-inch, 36-inch. They even had 30-inch doors, So I'm going to say, I think it was, the one I was looking at was for a standard 36-inch, in-swinging. They, of course, have left or right, in-swinging doors. And they were about a nice, kind of a decent doozy of a one, was, as I call it, doozy. That's just some weird little term I came up with years ago. Probably picked it up from some old timer or something. And basically calling something, boy, that's a doozy. That's, it's just like the summer people calling, something side goggly or just some one of them weird things. But anyways, I looked at doors and stuff, and I'll tell you right now, $500-$600 will get you a nice door, and there's quite a few doors on that, so you're well over about close to $2,000 just in doors. Doors alone in that building. Stuff ain't cheap. So I figured, it's gonna take about close to. I wouldn't be surprised at $500,000, 500,000, or around 400,000. If I had right now today $400,000 to give away, which I'm not made of that kind of money, and I'm gonna tell you right now, my YouTube channel ain't making them kind of dollars. The only way you make them kind of dollars if you're like that Mr. Beast and stuff. But yeah, if I had about $400,000, I know I could. Right now, I could safely fix that church up pretty decent and stuff. If I had that kind of money, I'd give it to you and say, hey, go to town. Because I don't own that building. I don't own this property, so only thing I can do is just raise up money and give it to the people that own the building and stuff, and then they would have to do things on it. But yeah, the biggest reason why I don't do any videos of me giving a tour of the inside with this camera is because it's just for privacy reasons. I personally know the person. That's doing pastor work there. I'm actually related to him. He's actually my father's cousin's son. On my dad's side of the family, we're related. I know he wouldn't mind, but I'm not. It's just out of kindness and respect. Not going to be going in the building I don't have permission to be entering in. Before, it was, I had permission because when it wasn't being used, I had to, check it out, make sure nothing negative happened in there, no broken windows, or check and see what happened. Check it out, and sometimes in the winter, go down in the basement of that church, turn the furnace on, and so I had a reason to be there and be in there, and since now that I don't have really a reason to be walking around in there and stuff, and somebody's using it, I'm just going to be respectful and privacy. So that's why you don't see an update video of the inside. And biggest thing too is nothing's changed. It's all the same. The only thing that would be different is just the resolution of the filming, the camera. That's it. All you get is just clear picture, but nothing's changed. Everything's still the same old rickety old windows and plaster that came down and slats that need to be replaced and stuff. So yeah, and right now we, as far as setting up GoFundMe pages or anything of that sort, we have no plans of doing any of that sort of thing. I personally don't know how to set up GoFundMe pages. I don't know how to do all that stuff, and if I had the knowledge of working one of them fundraising websites and stuff, I'd be a little more talking with the owner saying, hey, let's do this or something maybe and stuff. But I just don't kind of like the idea too of fundraising. To me, having people just watch a video and then sit and watch the advertisements. You know how YouTube works. The content creator makes money off from people watching the advertise that pops up during a video. Just, like how TV stations work and stuff. To me, that's more better and funner in the way I look at it and stuff, because it's free. You're not taking anybody's money. You're not hurting anybody. Because setting up the GoFundMe page, well, the thing with that is that's nice. That's actually a quicker way to raise money and stuff. But then you got people out there that would see that video and they feel like they would have to give something when they themselves do not have the means to give, And then if me, the person that created the GoFundMe, found that out, I'd feel kind of bad because the owners, there's other people, because this church it was part of a group of churches, and it used to be a Bible Methodist church, and I know there's some people in the Bible Methodist church that would see a GoFundMe page, they would donate, and they probably didn't really wouldn't really have, the means to be donating, but they feel like, oh, I'll donate anyways, and, and I just wouldn't feel right about that, kind of taking people's money in that way. That's why I'm always trying to get people to watch that real old video, which I'll put links down in the description. Yes, I did delete the video and then I re-uploaded it to try to help gain more views and stuff, and so and I just think it would be a neat way to go about trying to raise money for that church. Just get a bunch of people to watch the 20-minute long video and stuff, and through just basically through views, it would be nice to generate the money and income to help the church out. Even if the video doesn't go viral or doesn't make any money, and I, along the way on YouTube, some way, somehow, came up with the money to be able to restore that church, I would do it in a heartbeat. Even, I'm not too worried about this video. I would like to see that video go crazy all over the internet and stuff. I think it would be neat to see that happen, but even if, say, I make another video of some completely random thing, product review or travel video or what the hey, and make a ton of money, either way, that church is still going to get helped out and fixed up one way or another. Now, if the owners came to me and stuff and said, well, we thought about making a GoFundMe page or thought about actually doing that stuff, then what I would do, like a donation type fundraising website thingy, then I would totally be on here talking about it, sharing the link and all that stuff, but I don't have permission to do that sort of thing, like make GoFundMe page. I don't own it. I'm just somebody that lives in the parsonage house and make sure everything's okay, and then if there's a problem, the owners call me up and, hey, can you check this out or that out, like one time there was an issue where the furnace by mistake got left on a really long time, and my brother and I had to go check it out and make sure everything was okay and stuff. There was times where we were asked to, hey, some people are going to come down and use the church, can you turn on the furnace and warm the church up, because big church takes a while to kind of warm up and stuff, so basically my job right now is mow the grass and be a caretaker of the yard and stuff, and so yeah, that's why we don't do any fundraising things, and I will admit, if I had knowledge of how those fundraising websites work, like GoFundMe stuff, and I knew how to safely do all that stuff, I would be a little more tempted into doing that. But I just thought, long time ago when I made that video originally, like, hey, why don't just try through YouTube advertisements, see if you couldn't, help make that church become something, What I simply would do in the event, like I said before in this video, once I had the money, I'd slap down the cash on the table to the people, say, there you go fix her up, That's basically what I would do. Now I would, if somebody asked my opinion, like, oh, what would you do in this situation, that situation, then I would tell them, but, it would, I've been for many years friends with the owners for many years. Used to be my own neighbors for many years, or like a second family kind of thing, and I'm always out to their house doing Bible studies and stuff, and if people say, and if people want to know, does that church have any sort of income coming in, all they're doing is for income is the house I live in. They rent it out and stuff, and they rent it out to me and my brother, and we live here and we pay them, and then that rent goes towards fixing up the parsonage house and the church both and stuff. So they're not getting super rich and stuff, and they've done so much for me down through the years. I always thought it'd be neat to help them out and be one of those people to give back and stuff. So yeah. But that's all they're doing right now and stuff with the church. Nothing has really changed dramatically, like nothing major happened, The only major thing that has happened in that church in probably the last 10-15 years is back in about 2006 and 2007. Some money was donated to that church, and then they put a nice green metal roof on it to repair the old shingled roof. Because before that green metal roof, it had originally an old shingled roof, and then they took the old shingle roof off and put a nice metal roof on it and stuff. They hired a couple guys, and they put a nice beautiful metal roof on that, and that helps keep the church from having any repairs. Like in the video, if you look up top, you can see where there was water damage, and that was because years ago the old shingle roof got old, it leaked, and caused some problems, and those leaks been repaired by a new roof in the, I'm going to say last 15-20 years. So that's got a nice metal roof on it. It was put on about 2006 and 2007. So roof is still in good shape. As far as I know, there's no new leaks or anything, but it does need new windows and doors and stuff. So it would take quite a bit of money to make that church a nice church and stuff. And again, as far as like donations and GoFundMe pages and that sort of thing is, I just don't simply have the knowledge of how to do all that stuff, and so that's a big reason why I don't really bring that up too much to the owner and say, hey, let's make a GoFundMe, because I don't even know. They're older folks. They don't know much about computers and stuff, and they don't know a whole lot about that sort of thing too, and their children. Their busy lives and stuff. They ain't got a whole lot of time to worry about trying to, let's make this and that and the other. So, and all the people involved kind of don't know how to do that sort of thing and stuff. But if I had the knowledge, I would be a little more tempting into maybe doing something and stuff. And I know some people that have done that sort of thing before personally in my life, like raised money and stuff. Maybe sometime I can get with them, talk to them, and see about what they would recommend doing and stuff. But as of right now, I'm just trying to make that little video best to my knowledge, which that one video called My Goal is Helping. Again, there will be links in the description to that video and stuff. And I'm trying my best of what knowledge I have to try to help raise money up for that church and make it new again. I would love to see that church get fixed up and restored and save a little piece of Michigan history and this little town's history, and stuff. But in the event, if it couldn't be saved, because, once you start once you put the money up, and then you start actually getting into the project, that's when you start discovering all this stuff, and then you start to, reality starts to set in. Once you start nitpicking away at it, that's when what you thought was just going to be a small, simple, fixie-uppy turns into a what did I get myself into kind of thing. And so that's why when it comes to building companies and renovations, you got to make sure if you hire a building company to do the renovations and stuff, you better make sure they're a good company and got a good reference, and make sure they got good reviews about their business, because sometimes a company will say, yeah, we'll take on the job, and then about halfway in it, they up and leave because they're like, yeah, we just can't handle this and stuff. It's one of once you start digging into it, what are you going to find? And then if in the event, at the end of the day, if in the event that the building could not be saved or whatever, then all I would do is just get a drafter, draft up a new church there, and demo the old building, and then just go ahead and build new. Or worst case scenario, find another location, build another building or something. It's it'd be neat to save, and from the looks of it, I full-heartedly 100% believe it can be saved and stuff. Basically, what I would do with it is just add a little bit onto it, redo the whole basement situation, make the basement a little more modern, have the whole building raised up and just a total brand new foundation in it. Because it does have a basement, and then it does have some crawl space areas where I would just totally eliminate the crawl space, dig it out, make the building, add on to the building, make it a big giant square, and do like I talked before in other videos. I got a whole playlist on it, and me talking what I would do and stuff, So yeah, nothing's really changed of that building and anything, in case you're wondering. It's still same old rickety there, but eventually someday, some way, somehow, money is going to come in my way, and I'll be able to slap down the cash and hopefully be able to do something to make it nice again. Whether it's that video, the video called My Goal of Helping. Here's the screenshot of that thumbnail of that video. But yeah, my goal of helping, and if that video goes crazy viral all over the internet, a bunch of people watch it, and I can raise the money up for it, I would definitely do that. Or if I make it well-to-do on YouTube and stuff, and make a butt more money off on YouTube where I can afford to do it, one way or another it's going to get done, because when I have to go to like Home Depot and Menards and Lowe's and all these, home improvement center stores, sometimes I will think about that church and say, okay, what is something that church need? And I'll currently look at the prices of what things would cost, like doors, windows, and et cetera, et cetera. So yes, and so you could easily just in doors and windows alone have well over probably 15, 20 grand or 10 to, well, definitely around 10 grand, 10 to 15 grand, all depends on what size windows you're going to do and different things, especially if you're going with custom windows and doors and different things, Obviously, that's, from my understanding of construction, that would be considered a commercial building, so you would have to kind of look more into the commercial windows and doors and stuff. What I was looking at earlier in Home Depot was just simply residential stuff, the common things they would have for the average DIY homeowner or type person and stuff, I wasn't really paying attention to, does this brand have any commercial doors or windows or what I was just checking out prices for residential stuff, but you could still get away with using on certain doors and windows, residential stuff, they're generally the same, just one is just built a little bit better quality sometimes than something else, or just a little bit bigger and so forth, so on. So I do have a little understanding of the little teeny bit of how construction is and the difference between something residential and commercial, because I have a brother who works in the construction industry as a computer drafter, so through him I learned a little teeny bit, Not enough to sneeze at, but a teeny little bit, so yeah. But yeah, one way or another, so there's an update for you about what's going on with the church and stuff. I'll try to keep you people in the loop, so that way it will help the algorithm as well and get videos out there and more people kind of intrigued in watching this little series and stuff. And yes, best to my abilities, if I can, I will definitely, when that gets into the stages of ripping things out and remodeling, rebuilding, all that stuff, I'm definitely going to 100% film it best to my abilities, because I used to like those TV shows like This Old House and New Yankee Workshop and those construction people. So I think it would be a fun challenge to try to, be a little bit like This Old House and try to film, have somebody hold the camera and me walking around like Norm Abram and what was the Rich the Thule and all those and stuff and walk around and try to explain everything, like those construction shows do and stuff. So if you like this sort of content, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Comment your thoughts below. What did you think? Good video, bad video, what would you done differently, whatever. And if you just want to say boo hi, or you just want to be an internet troll, you're going to get those. Hey, feel free to troll, whatever, I live in the United States of America. I treat the comment section of my videos like the United States Constitution says, freedom of free speech. So feel free to drop whatever you like. Hope you all have a good day, and thank you for watching Boomhauer69's YouTube channel.